Back at it in Palmer, Alaska. New arm in the game for the Glacier Pilots. Ethan Oseguera, the righty out of Lamar University, comes on to a situation where his side leads 4-1. Runners on second and third with one away for the Miners. Landon Rogers at the dish with a 2-0 count.
And Henson and Barraza playing in on the corners.
First pitch in the dirt, so a 3-0 count for Rogers. Caden Copeland dealt with him after throwing just 3 1/3 innings.
That was a tremendous stop by Huck Wathen. He lurched his body forward to protect the ball.
Solid stuff behind the dish. Oseguera fires in the dirt. Ball 4. Once again, the bases are loaded for Matsu. So after removing Copeland for his sudden inability to throw a strike or force a swing and miss, Ethan Oseguera's first 2 pitches are both in the dirt. And that brings up Braden Rogers. Last time he saw the Glacier Pilots, he smacked his only home run of the season. A long solo shot at Mulcahy Stadium made him the first road player to homer in Anchorage. Righty-righty matchup. Bases loaded, 1 away, 3-run game. The pitch. Front door curveball loops into the zone for strike 1. Oseguera enters this affair with no decisions on the season, but a .385 record. Pitched 1 week ago against the Miners. That's his last appearance. 3 scoreless innings, 3 hits, 3 Ks. The pitch. Another curveball for a strike. Braden Rogers down to the count 0-2. Big opportunity for Matsu. You strand more than 5 runners in scoring position every game. Now you've got the bases loaded here. You're down 3 runs. You can't let this go to waste. There is only 1 out. The pitch. Swings, bounces it down the third base line, and just foul.
Rogers definitely wants to see a pitch middle in. Obviously doesn't love the swing at those outside pitches. Those first 2 pitches here in this at-bat were nothing that Rogers wanted to deal with.
0-2 pitch. Swung on and bounced out towards third again, but foul.
All right, so the middle in again, and he ropes it down the line. Not quite fair. It does make me a little nervous with how sharply he's hitting these balls. If it gets to one of those fielders right at him, could turn 2.
Yeah, one of the few drawbacks of hitting the ball hard. The 0-2. Swings, drives it down the left field line into open space and down. That's a hit for Braden Rogers. 1 run scores. Haley comes across, rounding third. Landon Rogers for the plate. The throw is not in time. This game is tied. Braden Rogers, a bases clearing double, and it's 4-4 in the bottom of the 4th. Things are happening in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Landon Rogers boards on a walk, and Braden follows up with his biggest hit yet. 3 RBIs in 1 swing.
The turnaround. Let's go. The turnaround. Up and in. He loves to hit that pitch, and a lot of open space there in left field. Contagucci way off the play.
Yeah, he was shading right. Brings up Caleb Hanna's runner in scoring position. The pitch. He swings, pops it up behind first base. A lot of room for Barraza. Bermudez calls him off near the foul line and makes the grab. Rogers holds at second base. So after that pressure cooker chilling double for Matsu, Caleb Hanna's brings the temperature a little back to tepid with that fly out down the first base line. And that brings up Alex Thurston. Last time up, Thurston struck out swinging. Hasn't exactly been your reliable RBI man for Matsu. Only 2 of those this season. Righty on the hill, righty at the dish. First pitch, he swings and fouls it off over the right side dugout. 2 away. Runner on second, the go-ahead run for Matsu on second base, and Braden Rogers, who tied the game with that 3-run double less than a couple minutes ago.
That was such a big hit. I'm still buzzing.
So is Braden. He's wearing a grin out at second. The pitch. Misses low and inside. That makes the count 1-1 for Thurston.
That Glacier Pilots dugout, by the way, gotta say, awfully quiet right now.
Oh, man, they were loud to begin the game, and suddenly they've They've reeled it back in. The 1-1. Swung on, driven to left field, but right at Contagucci. It lands in front of him for a hit. Rogers stumbles over third and holds there. He's back safely, but Alex Thurston keeps the inning alive. An atom ball that just died in the wind. And that brings up the top of the order, Emilio Barreras. He's also the 9th batter of this inning.
Thurston doing his job. A little flare out there to left field in front of Taguchi. Love to see the bottom of the order pulling through.
Well, now it's up to the top of the order to back him up. Emilio Barreras, he has been one of the most reliable hitters in this Matsu lineup at .273 batting average, not to mention the team lead and runs batted in with 9. He's got the go-ahead run on third. Another runner in Alex Thurston on first. That's Braden Rogers out on the third base bag. Lefty Barreras against the righty Oseguera. The pitch, called a strike, low and away. Landon Rogers was the only run that's been credited to Oseguera thus far. The first 3 this inning, all to Caden Copeland, who started this game. 4-4 the score, bottom of the 4th. The 0-1 misses just below the knees, ball 1. Barreras out of Grand Canyon University. Teammates during the NCAA season with Anchorage left fielder Contagucci. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Hefty swing and miss. Oseguera fooled him with the breaking stuff, and it's a 1-2 count. So the Glacier Pilots 1 strike away from escaping this inning without surrendering the lead. Started out this frame up 4-0, but then a cavalcade of Miners hits battled back to make it a tie game. 1-2. In the dirt, Wathen dropped to one knee and covered up the 5-hole. 2-2 the count, 2 away. Runners on first and third for Matsu. Thurston the runner on first. Braden Rogers out on third. Emilio Barreras at the dish. He's 0 for 2 today. A fly out to left and a ground out to short. Ethan Oseguera, the arm on the hill, entered with a .385 earned run average. Throws over to first. Thurston back safely. Alex Thurston has not attempted a stolen base this season, although he had one in the exhibition affair yesterday where he got caught stealing by plenty. 2-2. Barreras swings and fends it off foul down the left field line. Keeps the count at 2-2. Braden Rogers, the runner out on third base. He has 2 stolen bases this year, but only one Matsu player has tried to steal home. That's Sebastian Tomerlin, 1 for 2 in that. Not playing today. 2-2. Barreras swings, hits the end of the bat, sprinkles out to short, glove, throw across the diamond, and got him. Joey Wright makes an acrobatic play to go across his body to make the play at first, but not before all the damage is done. Matsu ties the game. It was 4-0 Glacier Pilots at the beginning of this frame, but then a monster comeback has this one even. When we come back, the top of the 5th inning awaits. 4-4 the score.